Hello, it's John here with my Insider Insights for October. Now we're right in the middle of spring and everywhere the property media is talking about the spring selling season. The talk is all about buyers coming out of the woodwork after winter and starting to buy properties. Now, is it really true or is it a myth? You see, this idea originated in the Northern Hemisphere where indeed winters can be very cold, wet, there can even be snow and blizzards, so people do not go out and buy property in winter. But in Australia it's quite different. We can move around all year round, and in fact in some states in the northern areas it's much more preferable to go out house hunting in winter than it would be in summer. And because we now buy through the internet, it means that people can look for properties even when they're on holidays, and they can do walkthroughs remotely and so on. So when we look at the data in our database, we see that there is no seasonal difference between sales at all. Each season has roughly the same number of people selling property, but there is a dramatic difference in the number of people trying to sell properties, that is the number of listings, because what happens is vendors thinking that spring is a good time to sell, put their properties on the market. So we see an increase in the number of listings in spring, but in summer, the same vendors will think, well, no one's going to be out there, they're on holidays, they're not interested in buying property, so we won't list our property. So the number of listings falls dramatically in summer, which means it's a great time to sell property because there are fewer properties listed for sale. So spring is the right time to buy, summer is the right time to sell. If there's any seasonality, it's the opposite way around to what people think. And the difference is quite striking because it can be as much as 10% either way, which may be reflected in higher or lower prices as a result. Until next month, bye from John.